If you're looking to move to Omaha, Nebraska, should you buy a home or should you rent? It's always going to depend on your personal situation. How long do you plan on staying? How stable is your job? Can you afford to maintain the home after you buy it? Do you have enough funds in reserve if you hit a rough patch and you lost your job? There are a lot of questions you need to think about before you make your move. Now, if you're looking to buy a home in Omaha, Nebraska, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty, and I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, if this is your first time here to the channel and you're interested in learning more about buying a home, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Just for fun, let's run some calculations on a rent versus buy calculator and compare some of the numbers. Let's go to Zillow and look at a property for rent and one for sale and just kind of run some numbers. Okay, this first property is located at 5716 South 188th Street. It's listed for rent for $2,150. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with 1,435 square feet. And let's just kind of look at some of the photos. Nice looking place. Little walkout. And it's located in Southwest Omaha. Now let's look at 5817 South 193rd Street. This one is also located in Southwest Omaha. This one is listed for sale by Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate for $269,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it has 1,225 square feet. And let's just take a quick look at the photos on this one. Nice looking place. Nice fenced-in yard. Yeah. Okay, let's look at a rent versus buy calculator. Okay, let's start with the purchase price of $269,000. Let's say the interest rate is about 6.5%, and it's for a 30-year loan, and your loan amount will be about $259,000. Property taxes, I calculated at 1.6% based on the current taxes. Home insurance, again, 0.7%. And then there's going to be some monthly maintenance, that sort of thing. Cash on hand, let's say you have about $18,000 cash on hand. There's a loan origination fee. Total closing costs, let's just figure about $6,000, which gives you a down payment of around $9,000. Okay. And in terms of rent, taxes, and inflation, the current rent, you could rent that other place for $2,150. Let's say your after-tax investment return mirrored the S&P 500 over the last 50 years. That's 11%. A lot of folks don't do that well, but let's just say for this example that you do. In terms of your income tax rate, 22%. If we're a single person, we're between $40,000 and $86,000. And if we're married, filed separately, then you can see the range there, or head of household. You can see the range on that. Expected inflation, right now inflation's around 6%. They would like to have inflation around 2%. Let's just figure that inflation is at 2%. Let's say your home appreciates on average 4% a year. That's kind of a historical average. The last couple of years, it's been significantly higher than that. And let's just say future sales commission, let's just say is 5%. Now, home equity versus investment. Okay, if you decided to rent and not buy, you would have had that $18,000 to invest. That would have went up in value over 10 years. Your investment after 10 years would be worth $56,910. But if you put that money into property, your investment, your equity would have went to $179,886. But then your net sales price, because there's a commission involved, would have been $159,910 if you kept the property for 10 years. Here is your 10-year projected monthly payments. Okay, as the years go by, your rent is going to go up. And you can see here that your rent payment year 1 was $2,193. In year 10, that rent payment was at $2,621. And this is your net house payment. Okay, so you'll be building equity and paying down the principal. Okay, all total, your home purchase breaks even after 2.2 years. So as long as you stay in this property, and these are all projections, nobody knows the future and that sort of thing, but it would break even after 2.2 years. So as long as you're staying in the home that long, you're money ahead buying versus renting. But let's say we're in the current environment where that home purchase price is $269,000, but it's a very strong seller's market and a very competitive area. And let's say now you had to pay $289,000 for it. And then let's say interest rates jumped up to 7%. Okay, now your home purchase breaks even after 2.8 years. So even if you had to pay a little bit more in the current environment, as long as you're living there longer than 3 years, you're good to go.